Let's go, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special super secret live stream. I'm here with Goose, who I don't know still needs an introduction, but let's quickly run down because it's super impressive. So, Goose is one of the Skool game winners. He crushed the games not only from a MRR perspective, but he also really brought a very, very different vibe to Skool, making it even more fun. And since then, Goose, what are all the things you've done? Because you've done a lot.
Wow. So after that, school had me host the school games that year, and then oh God, we worked on a bunch of things. Anything that was fun, I probably had a hand in designing this thing. Um, the school cat worked on that with the team. Yep, exactly. And then from that point, because I've been working with the team, basically launched School's first CRM, and that's been in the works for the last year. Started the world tour, which was so much fun. 56 cities in about a year. That just ended in Antarctica 2 months ago, and now we are setting out on a bus to drive across all 50 states, and then we're also going to hit some internationally. But those are like the bigger beats. Yeah.
Yeah, so Goose is, or maybe before I share, Goose and I have been working together on Skool ads, and he basically has become a little bit of a mascot for Skool because his ads would perform so well for the platform. That's when we got to work together a little bit more. And despite him being our best ad creator, he never ran ads himself to any of his offers. And I thought, well, I cannot tolerate that. But also, it gives me a beautiful opportunity to support his new bus project. So, this is really what this live stream is about. We want to make this super valuable for you, showing you how to advertise different offers on Skool because Goose happens to be multi-passionate like me, and he has multiple offers going on Skool. So he has a free community that leads to his SaaS, his CRM system for Skool, as well as a premium mentorship. He has a low ticket community, which is a total passion project, which I also absolutely love, which is the bus, which I'm here to support. And then we have also a paid community with a free trial leading into the premium version of his SaaS. So he has the free community where he's helping people for free to understand how Skool works and how to actually build community. In there, he has free components of his CRM and of his software, plus the opportunity to upgrade to a premium mentorship. Then he has the new low ticket passion community where he has this project with the buzz. And then he also has his SaaS, which is there's a premium version of it, and that is sold through a community with a free trial. So we're gonna set up ads for all of these so you see how it works to promote different models on the platform. And for me, it's a good opportunity to teach on a real use case over the shoulder, so you really see how things are playing out in real life. And it's also a good opportunity for me to shout out this project because this is so cool. Could you tell us a bit more about the bus and why I'm here to support you and why people should support it?
Of course, yeah. The big thing was that the first year we did the world tour, school ended up sponsoring it because I'm constantly working in and then out of school proper. And so when I was speaking with the leadership last time, we were like, hey, how can we do this and make it even maybe more edgy? And we ultimately decided that if it was community funded, that would probably be the craziest thing, to try and make something IRL happen as a direct result of something that you were building on Skool. So what more perfect than like the CRM that helps you make money, funding the bus that brings something to like actually visit you. So that was the plan behind this thing. Hey, how crazy would it be to document the whole process from A to Z? We're already like, I am doing a million things on an average day. I know you can get where I'm coming from on that. But there's this is too much fun. It would be crazy not to document this process, and if people wanted to like just see what it would look like to take something offline and put it IRL. And
So
the one other really big part was the notion, which you and I have talked about a lot, where like when you get community together and you're kind of like collaborating, most things grow a lot faster and bigger. And so this was sort of out of a lot of those conversations that you and I had.
So I just want to make it clear for people that Goose bought a real bus with his own money.
Yeah.
And now he's fixing up that bus so he can drive around and meet schoolers, and schoolers can meet each other, and some really valuable content can be made, and the school as a platform and the concept of building community can actually get from online into the real world, which is what he's been doing with the world tour. And now the bus is kind of the next phase of this. And he's not officially funded with the bus or anything. He's really bootstrapping all of this with his pure passion and with the funds from the Wingman CRM. Did I say this correctly? Please correct
That's
me.
right. Exactly.
And I just think this is so cool. And I think it's, Alex would describe it as epic shit, which is of things we should be doing online. And so I think it's absolutely worth supporting. I think it helps Skool as a platform overall, and it also helps people to give permission to pursue the things that are truly meaningful for them. And I think the more we can show that these type of passion projects can succeed, the more people will attempt and to follow their passion truly, not just do something because it could make money or not. So I think it's absolutely 100% worth supporting. And Goose, as he is, has a lot of cool collaboration opportunities and fun things lined up for people that are joining the bus community and supporting it.
That's right.
All right, so we're gonna advertise this, and then we're also gonna advertise Goosify, your free main community, right, which is your home.
Yeah,
So
the only person that could possibly convince me to do ads would be you, Evelyn. Yeah.
Tell me more like about Goosify as well, so people understand a little bit. The bus is the project that they can support. In the bus, you're gonna bring on different experts, teaching different things. You're gonna have them follow along.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening there. What's happening on Wingman?
So yeah, the way that it connects is that the bus community is basically going to be the IRL marketing piece, the hub, if you will, of like what's happening. Now, we can't go to everywhere in the world, but it will start in the States. So we'll have a bit of a hub in the States. The notion there is that, yes, we will have a lot of like well-known experts, but we're also going to have a lot of just weird, unusual, quirky people that have communities on Skool and maybe try and learn some things from them. So that is kind of what fuels the curiosity and fun, sort of the stuff that, I mean, Skool's prioritized with like the platform and making sure the product's really good and stuff like that. So it's sort of on us to add that extra spice and bring it out there, that's effectively what that is, as you put it. Then Goosify, this has been like my main community forever. This is kind of where it all started, which is how you go full-time on Skool. My jam has been community like forever. Before I even like discovered it online, the notion of being able to make money while having fun and like hanging out with your buddies and just learning a little bit of sales, especially as like someone who's more of an artist that had to learn the business stuff, that is like a big piece that just like that unlocked for me was what made everything happen. So that's all here, how you become someone who can go full time and just do what you want to do, talk about passion projects. Then Wingman is the CRM from that. So if you're trying to scale it even further, you go to Wingman, and that's also where Skool OS is, which is the new cohort that I released. That's actually an annual cohort, so you meet with me weekly until you're loaded, pretty much.
Okay, so also to put that in perspective for people, especially the ones that are just coming from my world, right? So I have a specific way of making money on Skool. Is like my concept is I'm role modeling a lot, right? So for example, the behavior that I want to see on Skool is that more people collaborate with each other. And so I'm role modeling that right now for you, right? But also in my community, the main way in which I create value is I show people how I drive traffic and add role models for them, ways in which they can drive traffic to the Skool community. That's one of a bazillion ways to make money on Skool. And what I've learned a lot from Goose is there is a way to make money on Skool where you are not the centerpiece, you are not the main driver of the energy and of the value always, but you actually bring people together, and the emergent quality of the right people together, shared on the same journey with fun, that can become the main value of what your community does, which I also absolutely love. It's very sustainable. Just like when you role model something, right? It's like, I wanted to do this for myself anyway. So I'm just making me showing you that I'm doing it. The byproduct that is monetizable is very sustainable. Just like, I have something where I'm not the core value driver like all the time. I just gather the right people. That also is very sustainable as a business model. Maybe you can speak a little bit to that so people understand kind of our different approaches to using Skool to make money in a sustainable way as people that are more on the solopreneurish side.
For sure. Yeah. My favorite thing about community is like it's probably the strongest business I've seen that lets you remove sort of the face, the double. You've got like the professional you and then the you, right? There's like the you with your high school friends, and this is like the you with your clients. And as those things get closer, that's a lot more compatible in communities because you're sort of doing a couple of things there. You're one, leveraging relatability. Like the best communities I've ever seen are typically relatable. I get where they're coming from. Their emotions feel like emotions I've had, that sort of thing. And it's valuable. But that synthesis is what makes the LTV skyrocket. So it's also very practical to have those things involved. But you're like, it's difficult to quantify emotion. So a lot of times it's sort of just shunned. But if you can give people, like, for example, a sense of belonging, you may only need a handful of clients for your whole life because they'll stick around forever, right? Like what a dream thing to sort of run. Yeah, there's something really, really powerful about being able to leverage that thing. So if you're able to, just as you said, make it more about the members, like you are you, and that's what brings people in, like once you have like sort of a brand presence, but the people you attracted because you were that particular kind of weird or outstanding means that all those people who vibed with it can get along with each other. It's sort of like reduce the barrier to entry for people to get along, grow, all of it. It makes it so much easier in a community environment on every side. More fun, longer LTV. Those are the two things I usually look for right there.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And I think the fun piece is so important. When I came to Skool, you and also Ryan Duncan, I have to shout him out here, you basically role modeled for me and gave permission for this doesn't have to be that serious. You don't have to be a professional here, which took off so much pressure and just made it so much more addictive for me to come back and show up. So in that sense, it made it easier for me to grow my Skool. And then also what you said about the retention is so true, because the retention is made through the community. I always stress that the community is not the main selling point when it comes to cold traffic, but it is the main retention driver. Truly, that also, again, doesn't rely on you cranking out new content, stressing about, what is the next thing I can hype people up about so they stay next month. The community just does that so beautifully, authentically, and genuinely. So I think, you organic guys can learn from us how to drive traffic, but what paid marketers can really, really learn from the organic guys is how to retain members like a lot better, and those kind of strategies, because those two things together are really, really powerful. And so I think we're trying to bring this together. Let's loop in quickly where Wingman is coming from.
Sure.
Because we both run on like really lean teams. Because for both of us, I think it's more a lifestyle business than something we want to scale to $1 billion, which there's nothing wrong with either, but you just have to know where your values are and what you want to create in life. So we're both trying to build lifestyle businesses for ourselves. How does Wingman, the CRM, the software specifically, help with that? And what else does it do?
Yeah, great question. So Wingman itself, the purpose behind it is to give you more time with what you're doing. Whether the two groups that I've seen like that just stand out the most in my mind, like especially when we're at the Skool games, the Skool games guys had the same issue over and over. And it was either they had hit some plateau later on in what they were doing, or as they were getting ready to scale, they would have to create their own softwares and stuff like that. So, our Wingman basically has the oldest history of anything on Skool, because I built it so early and it was total trash at the time. But it started gathering all of that data and identifying what worked, what didn't work. And then basically we could just kind of like guide you along depending on what it was, very gently, and how you would run a CRM, because CRMs are usually quite boring, which fun is my thing. So I was like, okay, how can I make a CRM less shitty? And that basically turned into two main things. I mean, it has a ton of features. Like you can put a custom theme on Skool, so it's all colorful or
Mhm.
dark, whatever your vibe is. But the biggest one was probably the auto DMs. So now you could program your own DMs into Skool, and then also fire them based off of triggers. So if
Mhm.
someone upgrades or downgrades or churns or their card declines, Skool doesn't tell you when those things happen. So Wingman does. And now you could have a sequence of messages that go out to them based on that. And whether they respond or don't respond, it's all programmed. So auto DMs were like a really big one. Then, of course, it includes task tracking was like a big one, bookmarking your posts on Skool. And shortly down the line, we've got, actual push notifications, SMS, and email marketing in the
Oh,
pipeline. So it's actually going to be a full-blown thing. So that's why it's fun now, is because we're still crafting all those things, but it's literally for the person who is like just started, has no members. Great, that's what this is for. Or
mhm.
the person that has already started making a bunch of money and is like, I need to manage this better. This is that.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I hope that you guys now have a little bit of a bigger picture of like the Goose ecosystem. And what I would love to do now is just starting to translate that into an efficient marketing funnel on the front end towards cold traffic as well. Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay,
I'll,
so
I'll get over it.
how would we approach this? Whenever we have a multi-passionate entrepreneur where things need to work together, there's typically a reason in the past, like why it came to be the way it is, right? So you're not multi-passionate kind of because you have, I don't know, ADHD, or you're just like are like that, although that your personality plays a role. But typically you have a path that you've walked and you saw problems popping up, and based on your unique gifts and traits and what you see, you've created solutions for that. And that is what Goose has done as well. So what he just did as well, kind of sharing with me all of his communities, was he revealed his story to us. And one of the most successful ad formats that you can run is a long form direct response copy ad that basically breaks down your whole story. And I'm going to share this here with you in a second to give you like a super tangible example. Here you can see this is what one of these ads looks like for me. And when you are stalking someone's ads library, by the way, you always want to see sorted by the active ads, because by default it will sort it by impression, so you always see what is spending most. And then here you can see this is for other memberships that I have that are in the PLR space, but this is for Skool. Then we have this for Skool, this for Skool, right? And then here right away, that's another ad for Skool, super high up. And this is a typical lifestyle ad that has a story in there that kind of ties it all together, and it just makes sense for people, and it's perfect for unaware audiences. So I think with all of the things we've heard, the first thing that we need to do is we need to create for Goose a story that we can put behind all of the dozens of lifestyle images that he has collected over his journey. So, Goose, what I need you to do is super quickly pull up a Loom for me. Do you have Loom for recording?
I do, yeah.
So, I need you to just brain dump very quickly the whole story. We went through a little bit, but I need the key points that I need from you is, and let me just share this maybe on a sheet that I can share with you. So there's a few, and we want to think about like what are credibility markers that are relevant. So you played the first Skool, you had no idea what Skool is, played the first games, won, became involved with Skool, helped run the games, make the trophy, the cat, and then you started your world tour
That's right.
for Skool. Then you started making ads for Skool, asked to make ads for Skool. Wait a second, then somewhere here discovered the need for a CRM.
That's true, yeah.
Also, we had Goosify went free.
Yeah, that's right.
Goosify had to become free, right? Because you played and there was paid. So somewhere that happened. Then you were asked to make ads for Skool, and then you decided to buy a bus, buy a expensive, broken down. Wow.
That's right. I know. Alex was asking me that the other day.
And then you were to Antarctica.
Yes.
Arctica. And so it basically ends with bus community. Don't think that this has to be cohesive stream of consciousness. Just try to ramble to these points.
Okay, great.
So I'm gonna drop this for you in the chat. So you should be able to grab it.
All right.
Hello, this is Marcin, right? Nice to see you.
Oh, what's up, Marcin?
So what I need you to do is to just ramble basically to this. And then what I will do for everyone else is I'm going to drop the Claude skill in the chat with which you can create your own long form direct response copy ads just like this. Okay. So you go 5 minutes.
All right, cool. All right, perfect. So should I be riffing while live on here, or you're doing something while I'm doing that?
Maybe you're doing that. And what I can do also in the background is I can prepare the campaigns and show people the differences in the campaigns. And maybe I can even set up your pixel for the Skool community as well so that they see how that works.
Okay, sounds good. I will mute myself then. Be back.
Let's go. All right. Goose is my eye candy while I do that. Okay, so guys, when we have different offers, we always need to consider the offer for our campaign, right? So we're going to run ads to the bus project, which is what? A low ticket community on Skool. So that always needs to be a purchase event. Then we have Goose's free community that should lead into his wingman as well as into his premium membership. And when it's a free community, it always has to be a complete registration event. And then we have a free trial community leading into the premium version of his membership. And when we have a free trial community, it also has to be a purchase event, right? So that's always the first thing that you need to consider when running ads to your Skool community is what is the pricing structure that I have chosen? And you can see, oh, Goose has not done the discovery yet, so we can do that as well together. But here you can see, I'm not the payment admin. Let me just show you this in my community. You have the pricing structures. Free, always complete registration. Subscription, always purchase. Freemium, always complete registration. Tiers, always purchase. One time, always purchase. That's important for you to know. Now, when we are in Ads Manager, to even be able to optimize for these events, we actually need to set up our pixel. And we can find this when we come here to Events Manager. And then Skool makes it extremely easy for us to set up, which is going into our datasets. And this is the Super Silly LLC, and we just need our pixel ID. Which is this one here, and we copy it. Now I'm gonna go back to the bus community, which is here, and then plugins. And now I say connect metapixel, have the ID here. And now under settings, I need to scroll down to a field where it says generate access token. Let me just see if he has already done that. We would see his API key here. Okay, which I don't want. Thank you. So I can show you because he has not done it yet. Here, generate access token. We need to click on that. It will make an API key, and that is what we need to paste in here. Then we click connect, and then we're done. I'm stop sharing my screen, and I'm doing this for Goose now. So I just click on the button, generate access token. It brings it up for me. Hopefully soon. Okay, I got it. And now I'm going back. I paste it in there, and I click connect. And now I can share my screen again and you will see. Now it's connected. That's all that's needed to set up conversion tracking on Skool. And those of you who have been running ads for a few years can appreciate how much easier this is. Now we need to make sure that the bus is found in discovery. So what we need to do here is we need to find keywords. Now, what I recommend if you have not done this before, you can actually use the free keyword planner tool in Google Ads Manager. So you just want to set up a Google Ads Manager. It will prompt you through setting up a campaign, but you can just ignore that. You don't need to have an active campaign on Google Ads to use the keyword planner tool. And I just want to show you how I would go about finding keywords for my community if I wouldn't have any already. So this is in Google Ads Manager. We're not running Google Ads. We're just using under tools, the free keyword planner under planning, keyword planner. And then what we can do is go discover new keywords, start with a website, use only this page. And what we want to do is we want to paste this in here and then get the results. So here we have, and then we want to sort by the monthly searches. So here it doesn't have enough context from Goose's about page to really find the right keywords. And that's a good indicator for us having to optimize the buzz about page for search as well. So let's take it a step further and let's see if we can find keywords from Wingman. And we will have to go up to more and more and more optimized communities if we can't find anything in here. So CRM sales, CRM online, CRM community, I like that. But it's relatively low search volume, but we got to start somewhere. Now we can go maybe even to the Schoolers community, or let's say Goosify we haven't done yet. So let's see if we can find more in Goosify. Because we want to.
Okay, just finish riffing.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm just adding keywords to your Skool community with Google Keyword Planner because we haven't done that yet. But I will continue after we have taken your transcript. Oh, hi, Katya. And we start the direct response copy. Can you please send me the transcript of the Loom over? Just paste it in that sheet where I asked you the questions.
Yes. Let me run.
Just make the.
Oh wait, I need edit access.
There you go, sir.
Okay. Oh, there's a transcript.
There you are. Wonderful. Now I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna take this to Claude. And now I'm gonna say, help me write a direct response copy ad for this. Placement, Facebook plus Instagram.
Love watching you do what you do, Ev. This is awesome. I got a front row seat right here.
Gonna pull the direct response copy sheet for everyone. Skill. So for those of you that don't use Claude, use Claude. Now, the next step after you finally use Claude is you can get other people's workflows into your Claude by uploading their skills. And I have made this long-form direct response copy skill from all of the emails and all of the long-form direct response ads that I've written over the last 5 years. And it works really, really well. So all you have to do is I download this. When you add it to your Claude, on the side, you see this customize bar. There you can say create new skill. You go to plus, upload a skill, and then all you have to do is drag it in there. And then when you start a new chat and you just add a brain dump about your story, you can call on that skill and it will execute and write your story the way I would write it without fabricating anything, or, it fabricates much less because that's how the skill is written. So I just need you to add this to your Claude. Let me just come here. And also, if you have found a process that works really well for you, instead of always going through it from scratch again and then having different quality, you should just make it a skill, right? So this is the Claude long form direct response copy skill, long form direct response copy skill. Okay. And now one seed of this actually goes in so many directions. You can use it for so many different angles and so many different ads. So here's the angles it suggests. Angle 1, 8 platforms. I tried 8 platforms before finally this one worked 2 years ago, of building communities, 8 different platforms, nothing stuck. Then a friend pushed to Skool. 2 months in, he won the Skool games. What happened next is what nobody tells you about Skool. Team pulled me into HQ. The story behind the bus, step inside the bus community. Bought a school bus. I bought a school bus. It broke down. I'd do it again. I like that too. And then we have most people stop. Most people stop on Skool, building on Skool stop at running their community. I didn't. I believe we should use as a hook, I bought a bus.
That one
So
is pretty popular.
yeah. And who can say I bought a bus, right?
Yeah,
So
not that many people.
what works really well for these unaware ads is like you have to think of them as like these articles in newspapers, right? Nobody reads newspaper anymore, but the shock value of the headline is kind of what we're looking for. I bought a school bus, it broke down, I'd do it again. Okay. So write the long form direct response copy for this.
How long did it take for you to pick up all these ones, Ev?
I've been doing this for 15 years. So.
Oh, well, that part for sure. But when did you integrate Claude? It was like within the last couple of years, right?
Yes. I think I fell in love with it early as an alternative to ChatGPT, and then I didn't like it for a while, and then they started to roll out the artifacts, and that's when I really started liking it, all the way when it was just that the answer pops up like in a separate screen.
Yeah.
So Goose, you've also have a folder for me with all kinds of lifestyle images that we could test.
I do, yeah. Let me fetch it here for you. Where should I toss the...
Just if you can also drop it as a link. If you don't want people to have access, you can also just drop it to me for me on Skool.
That's fine. Let's
So
see.
while it starts writing, I think it should actually... So it will write and then it will ask me what offer it's for. We just are adding keywords to the bus so that you can be featured in discovery. So we have CRM community, make money online, fits for it.
Ooh, keyword planner. That's cool.
I think this is good. How about Skool? So I'm just seeing what else we could do
Sure.
here. I think we should try the Skoolers community as well.
Okay.
You do have a big overlap, so I would just try to do that too. So always start with a website, and we're using this page only to get the ideas.
Lots of money.
Mostly has it with make money online. Let's see what happens when we let it search the whole page, not just the about page.
I'm seeing a theme here.
How about we can also go from keyword ideas. So how about building online community? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just here like in Austria. So
What's a negative keyword? Oh, that's interesting.
it's when you want to exclude it. So let's do United States
Makes
here.
sense.
Build online community. Okay, so this is great. Where's our bus? Build online community. I would say Skool, grow Skool, Goose. Always put your own keyword. If you have somewhat of a brand, always put your own name as the brand keyword as well.
Oh, that's cool.
You are searching for it. In the bus, it's gonna be about community building as well, right? So learn.
That's right. Yeah.
Building.
Yeah. In fact, it's very interesting that the most positive growth that happens from a lot of like school games events, etc., is when you have some beginners, like maybe not beginners, but like a range of people, some beginners and some more advanced users, because the strategies actually apply at different ranges. It's really cool. So that's going to be kind of what we're trying to do with the bus.
Okay. I would also have MRR for monthly recurring revenue, reduce churn. We can always optimize them later, but I just want to make sure we have them in here. Now
Yeah.
let's see what Claude did in the meantime. So there's a particular kind of quiet that happens when you spend more money than you planned on something and it breaks before you even finished using it for what you bought it for. That was me earlier this year, parked on the side of the road. The bus had broken down. A 26 school bus I'd paid for out of my own pocket. Half a continent of plans sitting behind it. If you told me the year before I'd be on the one buying a bus, I would have laughed. Let me back up 2 years ago. So this seems pretty accurate, right?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Okay. Now the CTA is set up for a paid ad. So I need to just say that this is the offer. So we just need to adjust the call to action. It needs to lead into this community. $4.09 makes perfect transition. And then I just need you to go through that a little bit, and anything where you're like, oh, that's not accurate, I want you to make sure that it's, completely truthful throughout.
Okay, cool.
And then
Where do I see that text?
I'm gonna put it for you again in a Google Doc, in the same Google Doc down there.
Okay. Perfect.
Did you send me the graphics?
Yes. Let me see where.
Hi, Gio. How's it going, everyone?
Let's see. Oh, Gio, we were partying in
Germany. Yes.
in Germany. Hell yeah, Gio, I haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, did you get that link? I sent it here somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's a private chat here too. Got it. Okay.
Oh, did I put it in the wrong chat?
No,
Sorry, I
perfect.
don't use StreamYard a lot.
No, I think you did everything right. I just
Okay.
did it properly. Okay, so we have the ads here. These are these for Wingman or for the school bus itself?
This is ads for Skool. And then there is a couple of them for the for Wingman.
Got it. Okay, now here, these are the ones for the bus. Okay, so this one, we definitely have to use this one.
Yeah, everyone likes that one a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, we could probably repurpose the ones we shot underneath the bus about Skool for that because it's the bus on Skool.
Yes, if we update the call to action. So now I'm pasting this at the bottom. I just need
Okay.
you to go through it and make sure that it's accurate, okay?
All right. Let me see.
Awesome. So in the meantime, we continue here with the bus community. The pixel is set up, our keywords are set, we can be found in discovery. So now this community is almost ready to be advertised. Let's just have a quick look over the about page to see if it's ready for ads. So I've actually shared something in the Schoolers community a while ago, which is an about page audit. And so, oh, thank you for sharing. About page. If you want like some good nuggets and you're not in Grow with Evelyn, I do share in the Schoolers community, and this is how you find posts from people. So just posts. Oh, there it actually was. Let's go back. Does your about page pass the clarity check? Right. So what we now want to do, again, I like to use Claude for this. You can just put this as a screenshot. Please run the full clarity check on this about page, because when we're doing organic school marketing like Goose does, people have context about us before they land on our page. When we're running cold traffic ads, they don't. So we need to make sure that our about page passes the clarity check, which is it clear who your community is for? Value proposition, do they know what's in it for them? And then honest messaging, you're not making outrageous claim, offer stacks, unrealistic promises. Because when you advertise, you have to comply with FTC's rules for advertisement, right? And some of the pages that I see, there's certain things you can't say. You can't promise people to make $10,000 with no effort yesterday, right? So just be always careful. And let me share this also in the chat. If you have not used this yet, definitely run the about page clarity check before you run your first ad. So let me also just share this with everyone. Hi. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, how's it going? Okay. So, clarity check, the only audience signal for people actually building, not just consuming. What is this about? Value proposition, honest messaging, verdict. One of free passes cleanly. Okay, yes. Rewrite it. And one option, and then make variations based on these plays.
It was beautiful. It was very well written.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Ev, you shouldn't have.
So is it good to go?
Yeah, I made like one correction. Everything else was great.
Perfect. Yeah, some things you can just get wrong, right? So that's why we always have to read it to make sure it's truthful and accurate.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna also run quickly the different about pages. Let me just find where I have that. I can't find my own stuff. I'm just looking for the latest about page copy templates that I have.
Oh, good.
There you are. Because again, we want to optimize it for cold traffic. So it's just a little bit of a different approach. Then you have to also, if it's okay. Okay, so very cool. We have the copy now, and we can already set up the first ad for you.
Crazy. Prior to today, I've never run a single ad to anything. Like we do it for school together, but I've never once done it for my stuff.
The good thing is that the actual setup is pretty simple once you follow the few simple rules. Okay, so in the chat, let me know, because I told you this before. We're now advertising Goose's bus community. It's a $9 per month community. So what is our optimization event? I want to see if somebody can guess it in the chat. It's always a sales campaign, guys, with Skool, by the way. So that is always the same. Whenever you create a new campaign, and so let me do this slowly again, because I tend to rush through this. Create sales. Every ad that runs to your Skool is always a sales campaign, right? Never traffic. Although we talk about traffic all the time, it drives traffic, but what needs to drive traffic is always a sales campaign. Then, if you have not run ads in a while, you will see this. You no longer need to choose a campaign setup, now called Advantage Plus Sales Campaign. Okay, so that's just an info for you. Advantage Plus is good. Trust it, trust Meta. They want to get you good results, although it does not feel like that all the time. So now we just name it after the community, the bus. And here, when it's a $9 community, it's a paid community. So we always want to do 2 to 3 times the price of the front-end offer to know our daily ad budget. So it's $9, 2 to 3 times would be between $18 to $27. So I would recommend we just start with $20 here for the bus community. Next, we are on the ad set level. And now we need to select website, so single website. Then our performance goal is maximize number of conversions, obviously. Then we need to select our pixel, the one we just connected. And now this is the question that I asked you. What is the conversion event? Let me see if you guys got that right. Purchase, yes. Yes, it's a $9 community. So good. It's a purchase, right? Because it's a paid community. The pricing model there is subscription for now. Maybe you will change to tiers later. Is that a plan or no?
I don't think so. I mean, we could potentially. A number of people have asked about doing podcasts on the bus because it will be probably getting pretty popular here pretty soon. So I'm open to that.
You could have like a sponsor tier where it's like, if you pay a higher. Shout out to Katya, she's on the call. And she has, I need to show her community, it's so cool. She has the Oracle connections.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
And so I am a sponsor of the community and I pay a little bit more so I can also give trainings in the community in front of her audience. So here I did that's the one that's coming up. I did a past one too. Let me see if that's there. Anyway, you see all of the experts are giving like training. So you have the opportunity to also be a sponsor and then deliver a training. So it might be that you can consider a higher tier later down the line. For the ads itself right now, for Skool, we always, if it's English speaking and you don't have any other reason why you need to restrict your locations, always go with tier 1 countries. So you can take a screenshot of that. Basically, it's these countries. We want to use them because they have similar purchasing power and buying behaviors. So I just copy them. And then when we set up the ad, I just paste it in here. I mark it as countries, and then I say match the location. And thank you. This is literally ad 33 locations. This is all the targeting we do. We don't say people must be interested in online business or marketing, or nothing. You leave it completely open and you let Meta find the buyer based on your copy and your visual. And I believe that Goose might actually have a leg up because we spend a lot of money on his face when running the Skool ads. So it could be that the algorithm actually already knows you as a creator. That would be, the most ideal case. Now, when we have this long-form direct response copy ad, I always call it lifestyle ad. And then this would be, I bought a bus. Just so you remember, what was this ad about?
Okay.
Here we select your Facebook page, your Instagram profile, and for threads, just use your Instagram account. If you paste it here, then your ads also can run on all of these placements.
Cool.
Now, what's important, Goose, for you, you will get a lot of traffic in reverse organic from those ads. So people will click through to your Facebook page and they will click through your Instagram page. So you'll start to get more Instagram followers. So for you, it's really important to start posting this middle of funnel content where you actually share, value behind the scenes. So there should that's us actually. There should be something happening behind the scenes on your account.
Okay,
right?
so middle of funnel. Just go to town on middle of funnel content.
Middle of funnel. So, oh, see, there I am too. So, for example, hey, update on the bus. This week we collected so much from people that are supporting the bus. We were able to buy these fluffy ties like for the bus. And now here's what we're doing next week to get the bus growing, right? Or we just rolled out this new feature in Wingman. You can now automate your direct messages. Here are the top 5 use cases, right? Or here are the top 5 messages every schooler should automate. Right? So just like middle of funnel content for your communities. Or I have the mentorship open now, right? So, and today in the mentorship, we discussed the following, right? So just try to have these like middle of funnel, valuable behind the scenes and educational content pieces. And so I
Cool.
try to aim for 2 to 3 times a week because
Okay.
you will get more traffic. And then for your stories, what I would recommend is to just share proof from your community, right? So,
Mm,
hey, I just added this, or members had a win, or here's what they say. So it's almost like a news ticker. You always want to have at least like one positive feedback, etc., from your community rolling news stories. Because when you get a lot of traffic on the back of the ads, that is what people are skeptical. Then they're like, "Is this a real person?" Then they see your profile, they're like, "Oh, okay, this was helpful." And then they see your story, and it's like, "Oh, wow, a person got a win." So now I go and I buy it because that way you can quickly aggregate more trust. If that makes sense.
yeah. Wow, very cool. This will be fun.
Just try to think about doing that as well. And then the good thing is also pieces that do well in this inbound. So for example, like this piece here, I turn it into an ad, right? So it's like you use it in the middle of funnel, but if you start to get good resonance from your audience, you actually have also more material for your ads as well. And often your organic content pieces will be the best ad. Okay, so with that out of the way, now we're getting here down to website, and here we're just putting about page. Never link to this. Big mistake a lot of people make. It redirects them to your community tab, and we're losing people because of the additional loading time. So we don't want to do that. Next, we're going to set up creative, and it's going to be an image ad. Make sure that site links are off, because otherwise, if this was turned on, you would promote other school communities. So you don't want to have this. On the other hand, because you actually have multiple offers, we could things, and we could say get wingman, get the school CRM wingman, and so now we can actually link to the other communities you have.
Cool.
So we can link here, because when you have multiple communities and it does make sense, you can do it. In your case, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We can add another side link, which is join free community Goosify.
It's so cool to watch your 15 plus years of familiarity with this just at work.
Thank you. You're being too kind to me.
Nope.
That distracts me. Don't do that. And so we have Goosify, we have the free community, and the bus community we have anyway. Do we also want to link to the Google where they can download your Chrome extension?
Oh, sure.
Free School Chrome extension Goose. School Goose, right?
That's the one.
Let me just see if I can shorten the URL or not. No. Okay. So
Yeah,
this
isn't that weird? Well, the one that I use that forwards to it is schoolgoose.com.
but we don't want to do forwarding. We want it to,
Okay.
because that adds time, and
Okay.
then we lose the user. So
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Chrome extension School Goose. Okay, perfect. So now we have an actual valid use case for the site links here,
Wow.
because you do have multiple communities here. Now we want to say next. Let me just verify if this worked. We'll see after. Now we have this image here.
Sweet.
Cropping. Okay. It's actually perfect. Now we're adding the text. So this is a bit annoying, but we just quickly have to space it out.
Oh yeah, this part. Ooh, I'm very familiar with this.
You know, I always try to get AI to do it for me, but it takes
It
me
never
long.
listens. No. I've tried a million times. I wish I could jump in and help out here. All I can do is sing your praises. I can tell jokes once in a while. That could be cool.
I mean, I think you could maybe yap a little bit more about the wingman features, because that's going to give me fuel for the next part of the ads.
Easy. Yeah, I can definitely do that. So you know what? It's funny. We had a bug that we had been wrestling with for the longest time. It turned out it was from the school side, and so now now that that's solved, it means that it's unlocked like a crazy amount of things. Whoa, dude! I love the one with the balloons. That's awesome. Graffiti
And
ones
you
are
want
awesome.
this one?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But it looks like it's indoors there.
So if you know, I always say like the AI generation, they're cringe, but it works. So I would.
These are so goofy.
Also because Meta gives you a little discount on the CPMs. Okay, so
Wow, that's great.
oh no, not but I have a typo.
Oh
Bus.
no.
Goose.
Bousse. It's just
Okay,
a French bus.
it's Buse. Such an elegant French bus.
Yeah, you have to say it with your pinky up.
Yes. Oh, Buse. It sounds like a dessert like that. Okay, so we have the first ad, but we need more, right? So now we have for Skool community builders who want to see what's actually working IRL. This bus is a community project funded by members, here plus Wingman, Skool CRM. If communities didn't work, this wouldn't exist, but it does, and we're building it in public. The loop, members fund the bus creates IRL, IRL creates community growth, full circle. What you get inside, insights from leaders on Skool, what's actually working, what's actually growing communities right now, PTS of real community experiment in motion, so you can borrow what works, the playbook as we build it, first dips to tabs in IRL when the bus rolls into your city, for people actually building, not just consuming. Do we like this?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds lovely to me.
We have other versions as well. This is the strongest natural. Okay, so welcome to the bus, where building communities is something you do, not just something you study. Roll with scholars building who are actually shipping their stuff. Why we're different? I don't know.
I like those emojis the best. That's what I can tell you.
Okay. So you know what? We're gonna go with this one for now, because I think it's truest to your community. And then we just need to make sure we're linking.
Amazing. So while you're sharing that, I'll finish my thought earlier about Wingman. One of the coolest things that we have baked in there is that it analyzes all of your data for you and gives you a health potion every Friday that tells you this week, if you just focus on this thing, your community will be, you're basically addressing the bottleneck. And that's probably been the biggest one. It's the health tab on Wingman. So, I mean, you get all the data, so you can certainly work with the data if you want to be a data analyst, but I don't. So I prefer to just have it like process for me and be like, hey, here's these 3 things, just do this and you'll be fine.
Awesome. What I need you to do, Goose, is to actually start making screenshots of the Wingman inside, because the next ad we're going to do is a mock-up ad then.
Okay.
And just for everyone who didn't notice what I was doing, to add the link on the About page, if you want to do that, you just do it in a Google Doc. and then you can paste the link. Join now. Okay. Perfect. Content chaos. Turn early, be part of it. I like it. Okay, now the next type of ad that we want to run. Did you make me at all like a video for the bus explaining the project or anything here that we can put?
I did not. The closest I got was one of the Skool ads, which was loosely referencing not being a mechanic, but getting a school bus anyways.
Okay, so then I'm going to give you some homework to
Okay,
do
great.
that.
All right, so I'm making a bus ad.
Really an ad for the bus community, right? And it's just basically sharing your vision with this community and saying, hey, please support this. So, if you ever like saw a Kickstarter ad, right? So
Oh,
it's like,
nice.
so,
Support this thing.
support this thing. If you support this thing, and
Cool.
here's what I plan to thank you. Now, we started because you have such a rich history and so many connected communities. We started with the direct response copy format, but that does not mean that we want to skip on the traditional ads that always work for Skool communities, which you also saw in my ads library, actually further up than the direct response, which is just the community banner with the clear, plain word description of what your community does. So I'm also going to make sure to add this ad for you. What I did is I opened this community banner image in a new tab and I downloaded it, and we updated your about page copy for cold traffic using the clarity check. So now I have my next copy and creative. So now that we've set up the base campaign, all that I need to do, well, first off, I want to delete this draft because it's annoying me. But then I just duplicate this ad now. And now I just say about page banner, right? So we again know what this is about.
Where should I send you these screenshots of Wingman?
If you can just drop them for me in Skool in a message, that would be perfect.
Okay.
So now you guys saw I just deleted the current creative. Now I say add media, image again. And now I just pull the about page banner in here. Next. Then here I wouldn't crop the about page banner at all. So we just leave that as is. And for the text, what we want to do is we already have a copy that's pretty good, but we're just going to put that quickly on the side. And we're going to fetch the about page copy here. Paste it in here. Now we need to correct the other way because it makes too much space. Members of the bus creates in live events. So I'm just making it a little bit clearer. The headline can stay the same. Did you fall asleep, Goose?
I am just fascinated with what you're doing. Sorry.
Yeah, because there was the snoring.
Oh, you can hear it. Yeah, that's my entire team. It is 12:30 a.m. here.
Oh, thank you so much for staying up with me.
Of course, no worries at all. I always have crazy hours and odd things going on. Yeah, it's kind of cool because normally we're doing a world tour, so we just we'll crash. This time we're at my dad's place in LA because I'm also stopping by. Like we just did the games recently, and I'm stopping by at HQ. So the bus is just parked in the driveway. Just this giant thing that's attracting all this attention from the neighbors. They're like, "What is that?" They all see the school car, so they're like, "What are they up to now?" And so we've just got like this room that's like half office. It was my room growing up for college, This part is office, and then like everyone's just snoozing over there, and Ya is a snorer.
Very cool. Okay, so we have the first two ads for the bus here.
Okay.
And I want to do one more quickly before we're going into the free community and the CRM. So now that we have the about page copy,
Okay.
what we want to do next is create a few call out ads.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
this is a tool I built and it reflects my process for creating ads. And that always starts with the new offer. So this is the bus, Goose bus. And then what we always need, and you can just also you do this with Claude. You don't need my tool. It's also not available right now. It's only for beta testers. But basically, go to Claude, paste your sales page, and then in the next step, ask it to map buying personas. And you want to say to validate my offer or to scale my offer because it would tap into different type of buying personas. Now I'm just generating them. And while it does that, we should actually also map out your branding. So in order to map out your branding, everybody can do this also with Claude. Just take screenshots of your community. Right? So for Goose, I take all of the ones that I have here right now. Is there something right now that is only the community? Now for Wingman.
Oh, you mean Goosefy?
Oh yeah, Goosify I still need. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the crazy one.
So now I will say, please generate a brand skill MD file so that I can create ad visuals for Meta that are on brand. Analyze the images, then write the skill, stay below 10,000 characters, really capture the vibe, call the skill Goose brand. And so brand skill files are the same as just a direct response long form copy style. So it just makes sure that your ads are coming out in a cohesive look and feel when you generate them. So I'm going to show you how to upload them in a second. And again, you can just do this when you ask ChatGPT to generate an image as well, or Nano Banana and Gemini. So now I'm selecting all of the buying personas for community platforms. That's perfect. Now we generate a belief map. So again, you can just take a screenshot here and say this to Claude, map the emotional landscape. The prompts here are a little bit more elaborate, but you will get to absolutely a good enough point if you just ask Claude to map the beliefs. The next step is to create callouts from the beliefs, which we're going to do in a second. And here it's working on our skill, so that's good. Okay, select all of the beliefs.
Can you still hear the snoring, or is that better? I got new headphones.
Much better. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now I have the callouts. Now we have the callout is if school advice feels theoretical, you need to see what's working IRL. And I'm tired of generic advice. So I think some of those are really, really good.
Yeah, these are cool. Ever asked? What a fitting name.
I wish I came up with that, but actually Mark did. So I'm just generating, selecting them all, and then we generate the ad copy itself. Most advice on school feels like theory. You need to see. I really like this one. Most advice on school feels like theory. You need to see what's actually working in real life. We're building a school public funded by members. See how it's done. Insights from leaders on school, BTS of real community experimenting in motion, the playbook as we build, first tips to IRL when the bus rolls in your city. Join now as an early supporter and get your, I would not say get your step-by-step blueprint, but I would say be part of it, right? So that's and be part of something big. Cool.
Nice. You've got this emoji stuff down.
Now we're selecting all of the templates. And before I can now generate, we need to make sure that your brand is there. So this is what a brand skill file looks like, right? And then it will always be in a similar way. So hope it nailed that, but we will see that in a second.
Cool.
So uploading the new brand. Perfect. Now we can go back here. And now we can select the Goose brand. Hopefully.
Well, it is true wizardry. I am trying to follow these steps, and I will have to watch this recording in order to get it down.
Let me just see. I just need to make sure it did pull the Goose brand in here already. Yeah, there you go. Continue.
I was going to say that was one of the best set of colors.
I would say let's select all of them for now, and then we have a bigger variety of ads to pick from for this, and then we can also see some of the Goosify. You already sent me the screenshots.
I did, yeah. I gave you 3 of them. Is that enough?
Yes. So we're going to make a AI product mockup, bright creative, device multi-spread, and then you said the community health tab is like a big draw, right?
Yes, that's right.
So I'm just going to download these. We shouldn't necessarily show the real users, so I'm also going to go with this one.
Okay.
And let's start generating the mockups. Okay. Let's hope we have something we like.
It looks pretty cool to me already. I'm sure something bomb's coming. Oh, wow. No, I loved that.
See a community grown in public funded by members. I like it.
That is absolute chaos. I love it.
Chaos is good, I think. So is there anything aspiring builders see a community grown publicly? I would just call now it's jumping a little bit. Change the text to schoolers see a community build in public. See a real passion community. Shall we say it like this?
Yeah, that sounds cool. It might catch on. I haven't heard that phrase, passion community, yet.
I also like this.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Okay, so let's let it cook a little bit more. Let's see what is happening for the mockup. Okay, it still needs a while.
My avatar in that looks so funky.
We can also refine it a little bit outside too. If you feel like, oh, this doesn't look like me at all,
I don't think it matters.
We can also change it. So what's really cool now is I see those a little bit like as wireframes. And what we can do is ChatGPT, the current image generation is so good. So I can just take the actual picture of you. And say, make the guy in the first picture look more like the guy in the second one.
Oh, I don't think it really matters.
How it will come out.
I
think it didn't fully process. Okay, I like this one.
Oh, that one's cool. Wow.
Behind the scene. I love this one.
Yeah, that one's charming. Jeez.
You look a little bit like Russell Brand. Is they call it like that?
Yeah, a little bit like Russell Brand. I see that one. That bus also looks unstable. Wow, these are fantastic.
They're fun, I think.
We might want to run a style of Skool ads that are like this.
I like this. Don't guess what's working on Skool. Get the playbook as it's built. I like
Wow.
this.
Yeah.
We're gonna use that one too. Your brand is just so perfect for this because it's actually so fun.
For the ads process?
For the ads process, yeah.
Cool.
So I think we got a few really cool ones. Let's see what the mockup is doing. It might be timeout because I did too many at once. Okay, so I'm duplicating again, and we're again just swapping out the copy.
Okay.
For this one. And then we're also going to swap out the creatives. And what we can do here, because we have a lot of creatives, is we can just add multiple ones.
Okay, cool.
At the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a flexible ad. With a little bit more ammunition to work with. So this is here. Goose new community is live. $5. New community. So I think this looks more like you.
That one's actually me.
Yes. So
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
now what we can also do is like once we like an ad, right? If we want to further process, but we maybe want to be a little bit more environmentally conscious and not keep editing just with the AI. We can also just upload it to Canva, and we can use a feature called magic layers. So
Oh yeah.
now we can, adapt the messaging like a little bit more flexible.
Very cool. Yeah, I haven't used Magic Layers much, but I still do a lot of work on Canva.
Yeah, I really like it. And here we just want to say, I really love this other call out there. Yeah, I like this one.
It's so cute. Wow.
So this blew up our background, unfortunately, a little bit. So let's just edit it in the chat.
Okay. That's what we get for trying to be environmentally conscious.
I like this one too.
That one's great.
Man,
That's actually what the Skool logo should have been, is red to purple. It should have just been a rainbow.
So make this guy look more like.
What's really cool about Claude 2 is that every time I've tried GPT with something like this, it just got lost. It didn't even get close. Wow. Well, I can tell you, Wingman doesn't do any of this stuff. So.
Okay, so I just gotta hurry up here a little bit, I think.
Sure. Is there anything I can help with? I feel I'm so not used to just.
I'm so sorry, Lovely. You can't.
No, you're okay. I just want to help somehow, but don't know if I really can.
I just need to make those two like look more like you. Let me just see my time, because I definitely want to make sure we get ads for all of the communities up.
Sure.
To see the differences. Make the guy look in. And I love all of them so much that I'm like, I just want to test all of them. It also
Honestly,
doesn't make sense to go too crazy on the first test.
oh, really? We don't
Because
want to.
you want to add more ammunition later as well.
Ah, okay. All right.
And as you can
Well,
see, we will not run out of it either. So
yeah, there's so many bangers in that one. I really like that. Like every photo, I was like, oh, this is great. This is charming. This is hilarious. I feel like I could just get lost doing this for fun.
oh yeah, me definitely. And this is such a addictive like process too.
Yeah.
So let me see. And unfortunately, it takes a little bit longer to do those. But let's do a couple more.
That's so good. Do we still want to watch the video on this call or separately?
Oh yes. We want to definitely watch the Antarctica video.
Cool.
So we should do that. I think you
Well,
should
I also
also.
don't want to take away from this.
Oh, shouldn't we just run the Antarctica video as an ad? We should. So
We could.
maybe while I prepare the mock-up ads for the Wingman community, can you play the video?
Sure. Yeah. Do you want me to just share the screen?
What I've done.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll stop sharing my screen and you can share yours.
Okay, cool. And then at some point, you'll have to. I definitely want to get your feedback. I'd love to see what you think about it.
Yes, I'm gonna watch.
Since you'll be working while I'm playing it here. All right. Let's go. Okay. So everyone has a little bit of context on this. We have been doing a lot of filming while doing the world tour, and we have so much content, which Evelyn has reminded me constantly we need to utilize for things like ads. We started utilizing it more for school ads, which did wonderfully. And this is ideally to give everyone a bit more of a background to what the feelings, what the community part of it is, because it's one thing to document all of it. It's another to actually produce that content into something. So the world tour, the Antarctica event ended like, I think 2.5 months ago. And it took that entire time for us to get down a system that was good for content and distribution. And so we're finally to that point. And I mean, it's an extremely vulnerable video. It's a little bit awkward to watch, but one of the key rules that I stand by when you're running community, which I integrate into Wingman, into the communities, and into every little bit, is that the people in your communities will only ever be as ambitious and crazy and vulnerable as you are. So you sort of have to set that tone. So if you want a community of vulnerable people that are able to bond because they're sharing the things that they may not share in other places, you've got to do that stuff first. So this is also tied into what we're doing, but I hope you, if you haven't seen it yet, I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Can you see the screen? Is the screen up there? Hopefully the audio works well.
Let us know if the audio works, guys, okay?
I mean, I might die.
This isn't being recorded, right?
This is Christ.
What the fuck is happening?
At the beginning, it felt like the internet would actually connect us. Instead, it got loud. Everyone talking, no one really listening. But underneath the noise, something quieter started to grow. Smaller groups, real conversations, people building things together. They call it community. And for the first time, the internet started to feel human again. And at the center of it all were a handful of people crazy enough to think they could take it even further.
Hello and welcome to a very exciting school news.
This man called Goose is going around the world and he's meeting up with schoolers and hosting little events all around the world. Then he said his next one is he's going to Antarctica. which is pretty wild.
That's insane.
This is our final stop on our world tour, where we've traveled to 56 cities, hosted thousands of people, and are checking off the final continent on the list, Antarctica. I spent $250,000 out of my own pocket in order to make this a reality. For this insane experience, we're bringing almost 30 leaders from the Skool platform for a 10-day excursion with us in the ice. For this to be a win, 3 things. Host masterminds, no matter what, everyone does the polar plunge, and we touch land in Antarctica. Now, the regular cost for each ticket is well over $15,000, and that doesn't include flights. So the question is, will this experience be outstanding, or will it turn out that the last 12 months have just been an expensive mistake? Well, there's only one way to find out.
And so the team set out for the southern tip of Argentina, where they would sail to Antarctica. Little did they know the problems they were about to face.
Oh, what's up, baby?
Welcome to Ushuaia.
To the bottom of the earth. Yeah, this is a nice day today.
Yeah, narwhal.
See how it feels.
We should go out and have dinner outside today.
What are we doing?
Selecting colors for our next 2 weeks.
Dad, baby. Who's in there? Who's in there?
A couple power users of Skool. Wow, that is huge. So when I walk into that door, thus ends my last 2 weeks of break, which was the only 2 weeks that I took off from last year. All the different events, all the 56 different cities. This is it. This is the final conclusion. And no pressure, but we have the entire eyes of Skool watching this. So time to make it count.
I love what you said one time in one of the, I don't remember which video it was.
We're making money to do this. Yeah, not doing this to make money. That's the easiest way I can explain. We are boarding the ship right now, so the adventure officially begins, baby. Thank you very much, man. Wow. Dude, the amount of smiles that we got on the way up. Okay, so there's already, right off the bat, good news and there's bad news. The good news is everyone's having a fantastic time. They're all getting together. We haven't lost anybody yet, and the food's really good and the people are really nice. Bad news is that we were supposed to leave port an hour or more ago, and we haven't yet. And the reason is because it's so fucking windy right now that we cannot. We're facing, as we're told, 7-meter high waves, which also means that the first event that we're throwing on this boat is completely in jeopardy.
3, 2, 1, Skool!
What do I want to see on the cruise? Orcas.
Penguins, but I also want to mail a postcard to my kids from the most southern post office.
I want to be in a kayak next to a whale.
I want to do the cold plunge.
We're officially untethered from the mainland, which means our trip to Antarctica has just started.
I'm a little bit scared of seasickness. I'm not scared of the waves. I think that'll be quite exciting.
So we get exclusive access to the bridge, but we can't shoot any video there. So instead, here's some photos for you to check out what it looks like.
It'll be a really simple one today, but everyone should get comfortable. Otherwise, you can go ahead and leave now to be able to come up here and talk yourself, because you're going to be sharing a bit more about yourself. What's really crazy is some people, it's easier to go to the end of the world than it is to go inside of yourself. It's very difficult. We talked about recently how interesting it is to be able to go through these transformative parts of your life. And yesterday, I broke up with my partner as the first opening act of this. And it was heartbreaking.
Usually I start these off with a joke. Don't have one today.
We were about to spend 10 days together, 4 just at sea. So we started by letting things go. It was incredible to see the entire group lean into their human side and open up to each other.
I think it's great. It'll make everybody happy. Plus the whole you can't please everybody thing is always the case. How are you?
I'm still out of it. I just have to finish processing all this stuff. I just feel like she wasn't who I thought she was.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Update from the bridge. At the moment, we have 44 knots of wind, it's almost hurricane force, and blizzard full on.
Holy shit, man!
If we survive this, we'll remember it forever.
And if we don't,
And we'll remember it for the rest of our lives.
Either way, we will remember it for the rest of our lives.
And somehow, in spite of the seasickness and hurricane-force winds, the schoolers proceeded to bring a sense of community to the entire ship as well.
Why does someone go out and do this kind of thing, right? Are you forgetting something? Are you gaining something? Whatever that is. It said you're expanding your capacity. I think that's what this does. We're gonna go expand some goddamn capacity. So we all just woke up to Antarctica in this view. Today, some of us are actually gonna step foot on land here. In fact, there goes one of the boats right now out to go do a little bit of recon and see if we can go visit. But definitely some of us are gonna be able to kayak, which is gonna be incredible. Time to go out into the pool, baby. Let's go, Skool!
As it turned out, the weather was too rough to land.
We also have some icebergs floating around.
So naturally, they explored another way. And nature was putting on one hell of a show.
Kayaking in Antarctica. That was a good one. We're gonna have to stop kayaking early because the winds are really picking up out here. We gotta rush to get back to the Zodiac. I love adventures like this.
It turns out, even though we had absolutely clear skies, the waves started getting really big, really fast. That was scary.
So now today happens one of the things that we have been looking forward to the most. This is the polar plunge. It's gonna hurt a lot, but there's something special about intentionally subjecting yourself to such extreme levels of discomfort that you come out just feeling like you're reborn.
Wow.
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 90 seconds.
Wow. I have done it. They pulled me right back, and I was like,
Nice.
amazing.
How many seconds will you stay in the water?
How many seconds will I stay in the water?
I will do all of the seconds, but it's probably gonna be more like 6.
Bro, seconds is too low, man. We count minutes with me, bro. I'm going for 7, bro. The world record.
I'm going in and out. You kidding me? In and out? Yeah.
No more than 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Maybe 1 minute.
It's long?
Oh my god.
No, I barely got off.
If I'm gonna hit my 20-second goal, I literally have to experience all of the emotions and all the rush of adrenaline, let that hit, and eventually it should die down. And either I'm dead or I've gotten through the worst of it. If you've been waiting to build a following around that thing that you love, start. The rest will come faster than you think. Just gotta take the lead, man.
Any words? Just do it.
How'd you do it?
How we do it?
This is how schoolers do it.
How long? I don't even know. I tried saying as long as possible. They wouldn't let me say that long. Bro, it's shivering.
So this is what the difference looks like between 30 seconds in the water and 40 seconds in the water.
No, it's great. It still feels
Really good.
Yeah, watch. She'll be doing this for the next 3 days.
Oh, I feel alive.
Did you guys enjoy your polar plunges today?
Yeah.
Who stayed in the longest?
Your mom!
Yeah, all right.
Every single person sitting at this table traveled across the world to be here. If not for these types of IRLs, I probably wouldn't travel as much or see as much of the world. Bring on the IRLs. Bring on connection.
Got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one.
I don't know when the last time is you had a breakup, but it's a big one. And life is so amazing to be able to experience such a range of emotions like this and visit places like this. It helps remind me how important it is to feel these things rather than bury them or avoid them. It doesn't feel good, but it feels bad because it felt good at one point. I'd rather have
Welcome to the conclusion of World Tour Year 1, with all of the pioneers that made it possible to bring Skool to the final time this year. Nice job, everybody. Let's play.
Steel pile on roof.
This whole mainland is ours now, and that's our leader.
It's amazing. I cried when I climbed up the glacier. The view was so impressive.
Huge bucket list. I've been dreaming about this since I was 9, and having a community on Skool is what helped make this happen.
You know, when I first came onto Skool, it made me realize that I could have a future that I could build myself, and it wasn't tied to any one place or any one person. Being here in Antarctica proved that to be true. I built the tribe and I built the community. I built people who I can learn from and who I can teach as well. And it's all due to Skool. Skool has changed my life, and it's helped me to change the life for so many other people. Very grateful.
I really wanted to know, was this even fucking worth it? Does it just look cool on camera, or is this actually something that people really enjoy and we should lean into doing at a greater scale next year?
So Goose took a whole bunch of schoolers to Antarctica for a meetup, which is pretty cool to see. If you want to meet other people in person, other schoolers, I'd recommend checking out where this tour is going.
All right, well, the first world tour is over, and now that begs the question, what comes next? I'm thinking another world tour. Only we're going to do this one a little bit differently.
That's the video. That's our first release, our first like actual release of a production. We had so many discussions with people on the platform. I mean, like Meggie used. I don't know if you know Arlen, but one of the things that she had approached was like, there's so much potential here to like really tell some crazy stories, and she was one of the big motivating factors for us to be like, all right, let's take this seriously and like actually start assembling it, because it is a challenging experience to explain. It's a very Gnostic thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that word, a thing that you can't really communicate what the feeling is like. So, you know, on the outside you see, like, as Evelyn was going through, it's all about money, right? But the reason why it is a profitable endeavor is because it fills a need that people have so greatly. So if you're able to deliver that kind of value, which is a very unusual, like not typical sort of business value, it's huge. And so this is an attempt to start doing more of that on scale outside of school, to start bringing more people to the platform, make sure it continues to grow with the folks and the energy that we want.
I have to watch it again after.
Sure.
It's so beautiful. I just peeked into it a little bit while I was plugging along. It's incredible, Goose. I can just highlight this comment. It's really beautiful. It's an incredible way to build, and I think it's so. That's also why I want to get more eyes on the bus project, because I know, I know you'll just take it further. You took it there, and you will take it further. So I think that's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Goose, let's quickly wrap up the ads here, okay? So I just
Beautiful.
want to show everyone what I've done in the meantime. So
Okay.
we have now completed the first setup for the low ticket offer, right? So this is the $9. It's basically the low ticket campaign. Remember, it was a sales campaign optimizing for purchase. The ads that we have in here is we do have a variety of call out ads that are a flex ad with different formats. So it's a carousel as well as the separate ads, and try to make it look as much as possible like Goose. Okay. And this one is more like hand drawn anyway. So I thought that this one was also
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
And we also used the community banner with the overhauled about page here.
Cool.
And we also used a lifestyle image with long form direct response copy. And we put all of that in here. And we also used Meta's Advantage Plus, not Advantage Plus, AI image generation. Now, the only thing missing here in this campaign would be if you duplicate the banner again, same copy as the banner copy, which is your optimized about page copy, with a video, just a quick loom sharing your vision for this. That would be perfect. Then we would have the campaign pretty complete in the setup. We're now going to give it a minimum of 72 hours before we make any changes or adjustments. Now I'm going to set up the next campaign for also the paid community, but it's for Wingman. And I'm going to use a sales campaign again because we're only doing sales campaigns. And then it's Wingman. And Wingman is how much per month?
That is currently $39.
39. Okay. $39. Free trial. So
That's
what
right.
we're going to do is, because it's 39, 1 to 3 times the price of the front end offer, we're just going to go with 40 here. Okay. And then we're going to use website as the destination. And although it's a free trial, ultimately what we want is a purchase, right? So that's the optimization event also for the free trial. We're going to do the same again for the location-based targeting. I can find my file. And just use all tier 1 countries in here. And for the audience, that's it for our targeting. Now, next here under the ads, we're going to do the same process again that we did for the other community. Our validation ad is basically our community banners.
Okay.
This one I wouldn't take because it could get flagged for nudity.
All right, cool.
On Facebook. And so we're gonna use your Instagram profile here again, and this is gonna be a single ad. I did optimize your about page copy a little bit in here. You can decide if you want to update it or not.
Sure. Yeah, I can swap it over.
What I would recommend is for Skool community owners who want to grow without grinding, the Skool CRM built by Goose. After working with 1,000+ communities, we made it simple. Here's how Wingman works. It tracks every member action inside community. It tells you who's about to churn and who's ready to buy. You message them right people at the right time or let Wingman do it. That's it. Clean data, clear next moves, what's inside, predictable churn alerts, automated DMs that close deals without ever getting on a call, revenue plus retention dashboard for built for Skool, not bolted on, done for you setup so you're live in 30 minutes, save days every month, close sales without calls, predict churn. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Amazing. Yeah, you can go ahead and just swap that out. It's a pretty long about page, but I guess that's the good stuff.
Should be 1,000 characters. Yes.
Cool. So now with the new keyword system, do you feel like we should be taking advantage of all 1,000 characters?
So I don't think that there's purpose in keyword stuffing either. I think you want to have Skool CRM clearly in your keywords as well as potentially in the description as well. So when people land on the search result from your keyword, they see in the about page description that, yes, this is what I'm looking for. But we more want to think about the user experience than hacking any keywords, right? Because it will, if the search is intelligent, it learns. And if we're tricking the system into showing us in the search, but then we're not able to get the person to click, over time we will not rank like well in search anymore. So always prioritize the user experience. I think that's also a good rule, like on any platform in general, is to just always mostly think about the user first. So now I'm just uploading the banner. When we're doing the community banner, we always want to keep the exact original ratio that we have. We're going to do this as the text, and then what we need to do is try it free for 7 days, $39 per month. After that, cancel any time. Okay, and then Wingman Skool CRM free trial. And then we also want to have the Skool CRM built by Goose. I would really leverage my personal brand if I was you. These are cute, but it's not quite there. So we're just putting it like this for now, and we just have Wingman banner. I just need one moment.
Sure.
To quickly let someone know that I am running a couple minutes late. Okay, so now we're publishing it. And then I have also made from the Ever ads. I basically what is here. So we want to again have get Goose's serum. How healthy is your community? Or I would say grow your Skool community with Goose's Wingman CRM. Right, so clear beats clever on ads always.
Sure. Yeah. Should it just be Goose's CRM?
Yes, probably.
Interesting. I wonder how that keyword, that phrase would work, because normally I call it the Skool CRM, but if I called it Goose's CRM, I guess that does kind of serve its own niche.
Yes, and you know what it also does? It kind of gives your ads a level of confidence people can see, because what we're doing, putting it like this, is we're implying everyone knows who Goose is, right? And it kind of becomes a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy as well.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Cool. It's okay. Let's see if I can make this word a little bit more rainbowish.
There we go. Speaking my
I'm
language.
learning Goose. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna use this one as well.
Okay. Oh, by the way, when is it that I'm seeing you? I'm seeing you later this month, right?
Yeah, we're still not sure. It's a bit difficult with the tickets and the war to fly.
Yes, of course. All right. Well, keep me posted. Let's on when you know for sure, because we have to, at the very least, what I can do is make sure that you have some banger gifts that are just distributed everywhere. We're well over 1 billion views now
on Giphy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We should actually try some of your GIFs as ads. If you can download a couple, we should also try those for
Well,
sure.
actually, they're all in that folder.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So let me just show you something really quick.
Yes.
I'll make it very brief here. We're going to do one of these. We have currently 1.3 billion views on the GIFs. Even in the last 30 days, it's kind of low. It's only 142 million, but this one's killing right now. So we're going to make a couple of those and launch them in the same account so that you're going to have some Evelyn ads that just pop off. And we've got a ton that the community was recommending.
That's so cool. Honestly, I think that if I was you, that would be my mini course. Go viral on Giphy.
Go viral on Giphy. All right, yeah. I could do something like that. Maybe in the bus community.
Yeah, I think people want to know how to go viral on Giphy. Just because how nice is that to have on your bucket list? Oh, by the way.
Yeah, honestly. Your first billion views. For the longest time, the last 3 or 4 months, I'm getting messages from random people that keep saying they see my GIFs in Facebook groups distributed all across the internet. Like 1 billion views. That's so much.
That's a
Can't believe
lot.
it took off.
So Goosey, just a couple permissions. This is good to use. I'll help you. And this is good to use.
Yeah, those look fucking great, man.
Perfect. And then
I
here,
love how crazy they are.
Grow faster with more fun. And
then just Goose's
theorem, right?
Yeah. Wow, that's
I mean,
so
I think
much fun.
you should actually always try to bring in your personal brand a little bit. So,
Okay.
oops.
You know, some of the new Skool ads that we have are probably going to do a pretty interesting job. We've got a nice range of them. I'm excited for you to see those.
I can't wait. So now this is also nice. That's just awesome.
This is so much fun.
I really like those.
Yeah.
And especially like I can create ads for you all day because yours are so colorful.
We got to get you some. I kind of miss your watercolor branding. I thought it was so charming. Well, why did you change it?
Because I'm now doing a new branding. I wanted to transition into, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I wanted to transition into this new branding for the traffic challenge. So
Interesting.
like all traffic branded because
Okay, gotcha. I
that's kind of my
kind of
thing.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do miss it though.
I know. I will change it again. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
See, now I messed this up. Now I need to do
That's a really good thing for anyone who's watching. Like, you know, we've been around the block a few times, but it's so often that like never get attached to. This is something that a lot of times beginners or even people that are early on can run into a lot, which is you start like you get so focused on the branding and it takes away from what you're doing when the branding is going to change anyways. It often does. And, you know, sometimes we just get bored and we're trying to do it, or, you know, we're trying to distract ourselves from more important things. So we adjust branding. Like there's so many variations. So it's good to know, first of all, what you're optimizing for, why you're optimizing for it. And then ultimately not get too hung up, preventing yourself from doing like this stuff here that Ev is showing us. When you know, branding will come as a consequence along the journey.
Exactly. And I think it's the same with like what is my niche? What is the content of the community? It's like, I don't know, I think people struggle with community concept because they don't understand how alive it truly is and how quickly it will change. And that, I mean, if I now look at the content in Growth Evelyn, it's not the same content that it was half a year ago, right? Because the things are changing so quickly. You help people, you update the content. So it's so easy to get hung up on it. But you have to realize you need to do it a bazillion times. So you might as well not overthink it. Last ad campaign is for the free community because remember, we also want to get people in the free community to guide them towards Wingman or the mentorship. So Wingman will take over from when they join. They get the auto DM so that they get informed about Wingman and the mentorship, but we still have to get free people in, right?
Yeah.
So that's the free community Goosify. And then when it's a free community, I recommend just start with $10 a day. Don't go too high. And then the destination is again just the website. But now we have the complete registration event. And then our locations, we swap out again. If we find the locations. There you go.
So many tabs. Don't know how you do it. You manage the ADHD thing better than I do.
People keep telling me I have it, but I did a test and it was like not positive.
Well, you're also Austrian, so there's like there's a balance in there of,
The rigid
of a very
element.
rigid system. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm American on the other hand, so that means that it's just chaos.
We
I'm
have
completely unbalanced.
okay, now the same, but only one copy for the free community, right? So we always need to run the clarity check on the community itself.
Sure.
And then the ad I can already set up. It's again the same, and now I'm just linking the free community. And then we can already use as the ad creative your image there.
Mm-hmm.
We can here only use this one because we have the Pokemon on the other one, right? And then we could get copyright issues. So I'm just using this one for now, but we can always add more. And also, please know for Wingman as well as for this, if we have like just the about page videos, those would be really fantastic creatives to add as well.
Yeah, those videos are amazing. I believe the links are in that document.
Okay, help me.
Should be in the. Oh, is it in? It was probably in ads, I think. Those are all the gifts.
Yeah, I'm gonna do just the most popular one because.
Yeah, that one, like 1/8 of the world has seen at this point.
And which one is? Oh, this is the Wingman. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so we're gonna have that in a second. Attention is easy, getting paid isn't. Grow your school by turning attention into income. I'm Goose. I won the first Skool games, built Wingman, and ran the first world tour. This is the free community where I have that. Free always will be. What we do inside. What you get the second you join. Good?
Looks lovely.
Looks correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm also trying to get you that. I made that banner without the pokes. I'm wondering where I placed it. Somehow, a couple things that didn't land in there.
Into a business. I don't want to specifically use the word income because it can
trigger some things.
Business, because that can otherwise get flagged on the meta ads, and then we don't want your account to be restricted.
That would be a bummer.
Yes. Okay. Join Goose's free group, right?
That's right.
And then we also do it the same with Goose's free community and Goose's free school. And then here in the creative setup, we actually can turn on the side links as well, because we want more people to be aware of the other offers. And now we have that. And then we're gonna put the GIF in here, and then we're gonna add the wingman ad, and then we are ready for the first 72 hours, and then we'll come back to see the results. It will tell you increase the budget, but on the free community, never do more than 10 to start with.
Mm,
Because otherwise you're
okay.
just paying while it figures out your audience.
Yeah, just learning. I'm super curious if it's going to recognize me from all the school stuff.
Yeah, it can. It takes a little bit. Oh, the GIF I would have to put as a video, actually.
Oh, okay. That's great. I love that. It's funny, when I was setting out to do, I mean, this happens all the time, so maybe it's something else that everyone can use. Like, a lot of times I'll just get stuck doing things that I enjoy doing, and then it happens that you can also leverage it, or it ends up naturally becoming something else that's really, really wonderful in the business. GIFs are a great example of that, and the ads, frankly.
Yes, true.
Okay. Oh, wow. This is so good. Okay, I'm sending you something right now. Yeah, this is so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you in Skool. So it's that same one, but this one is I replaced all the Pokemon with fruit.
Perfect. You know, there used to be this TV show called Tutti Frutti.
Oh, you told me about that, actually. I don't remember what it was about, though. It was like a kid's show, right?
No, not necessarily.
No?
You need to look it up.
Okay. Tutti. Kids, no, show. Tutti Frutti. Is it TOO or TUTTI?
I don't remember, but it was women with fruit baskets on their head and things over their, you know what, breast, and then it was very interesting.
Tutti Frutti, women in fruit baskets. The Portuguese-Brazilian performer Carmen Miranda. I'm not finding the show.
Okay, I'm just doing the wingman video.
Yeah.
I duplicate in here again. I swap out the image for video. And then, Goosey, we're good to go. Unfortunately, I have another call that I have to jump on. But I think we have so we have 3 different campaigns. The low ticket one, sales campaign optimizing for purchase. The budget is $20 because the front end offer is $9, right? We have the free trial ad with $40. The community is priced a little bit higher. We don't want to overspend, so we went for $40 for the $39 subscription with the free trial. And then we have another sales campaign optimizing for complete registration for your free community. On all of these, we use the About page banner and an optimized version of the About page copy as the main ad. And we also introduced some call-out ads that we made with Ever Ads based on buying personas' beliefs. And we also did a long-form direct response copy ad, which is what I would recommend. And then we also did a video ad. Maybe we can show this one for Wingman too.
Yeah, let's see. I can't hear it. Can you hear it?
Very cool.
I couldn't hear it at all.
Will be edited to be for the bus itself, for the bus community.
Right.
So we will now see what gets most traction. 72 hours, no touchy. And then, yeah, just you ping me on WhatsApp to let me know if I can check. Okay, so please.
All right, sounds beautiful. And then I will create middle of funnel Insta content and a Kickstarter style ad for the bus community, plus proof in the stories. So leveraging social media, which I haven't done till now.
Mhm. And I also want you to make a new about page video for Goosify,
Okay.
right? Where you also mention, this is Goosify, it's free, here's what I teach you in here. What you also find in here is the opportunity to apply for mentorship, as well as the free version of my Skool serum, right?
Okay.
And then we also need to have the video for the Skool serum, where you just show, so this is what Wingman looks on the inside. This is what this area means. This is what that area means. So just, walk us through the app, basically, exactly
Okay.
what it does. So I can add those video ads to the campaigns as well.
Okay. Add wingman walkthrough. How long should it be?
Always as short as possible, as long as needed.
Ooh. Great answer. Okay. I'll do that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you ping me on WhatsApp in 72 hours, okay?
Absolutely. I'll do that. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. Hopefully, this was super informative and helpful. I was so honored to be a part of it. Thank you very much, Evelyn. We'll chat soon.
Guys, I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, drop them below the video. I'm super happy to answer any ads questions. Bye for now. Thank you.
Later.
I need this. Why do I know that? Bye.